Hi guys, and welcome to your mobility workout on the Cardiogym. So today's workout focus is about getting you mobile, getting full range of movements through the joints, focusing on the tight areas in the upper body, and just getting a bit more life back into us. This workout is set over 20 minutes, and all it's going to need is yourself and your Cardiogym. So let's get started. Okay, so as always, we want to set ourselves up in the Cardiogym to make sure we have a really safe and effective workout. Place your feet into the pedals and just secure them in. Now, I want you to give a couple of cycles just to make sure your seat is in the right position. As you push down towards the bottom, there should still be a slight bend in your knee as your heel is pressing away. That's going to help protect the knee joint and make sure we get more work coming from the legs. Make sure your sit bones are back in towards the saddle and your back is supported on the rest. Bring your shoulders back. Select a nice comfortable weight to begin, and we're just going to take 2 minutes warming up onto the bike. Alright guys, so take in your handles and I'm going to get you to press your quick start button. Let's start pedaling, and we're just going to go for 2 minutes now just to get us warmed up and to get us moving. So let's start to work through the chest. Taking the hands straight out in front into our chest press. Elbows come out nice and wide, and we just push down with the heels as we start to move. So it's nice and easy. Remember, this is just about getting life, mobility, get the blood flowing, and get the body moving again. All right, we've got about 7 seconds here, and all I'm going to do is just gently move us on. All right, taking the hands out, we're going to come into our shoulder pullover. So just straight down in front, open up nice and tall, and press in. So we just want to find a bit of pace with our feet, starting to get that cardio work as well as getting the legs moving. So I'll need you to lift your chest up, squeeze the belly in, and just move nice and smooth through the shoulders. All right, couple seconds here, and we're going to move on again. Taking the hands in front, we're going to open out nice and wide, bring them in together into our pec fly. Good, so just squeezing in. A little bit of pace in the heels. Good. So the body's nice and tall, and then open out from the shoulder and pull into the center. All right, 5 more seconds, and then just 1 more move from here. All right, we're going to take that work to the back of the arms, bring the hands in, and we're just going to take a little extension for the triceps. Now here we squeeze the elbows in, and we push the palms away, focusing the work into the back of the arms and keeping the legs moving. All right, 10 more seconds. Squeeze those elbows in and extend out. Now this workout is going to focus on our mobility. So from here, take those palms facing in, and let's start to work through the chest again to our pec fly. This time I want you to control the move. Open out nice and wide, feel a little stretch, and then squeeze them together. To really get that length, you can open your fingertips out and then focus on bringing them in together in front of you to open and stretch through the chest. This is where we tend to get pretty tight and the muscles tend to seize up because we spend most of our day sitting forwards. So now we're going to open and focus on the mobility. Beautiful. So the feet are still going. We're still keeping the heart rate up by keeping the legs active, but we really focus on range of motion, opening, feel a little stretch, and then squeeze into center. So this workout's not about loading the big weights. Think about this workout being all on movement. All right, couple seconds left here, and we're going to do the same thing as we work through the shoulders. Bring the hands in. All right, so we open up into the shoulders, and then bring down in front. So let your hands come a little further back and then pull forwards from here. Heels are still pushing down, but we're working on mobility through the shoulder now. So as you take your hands back, feel a little stretch and then squeeze in. So we open out and then we draw into the center. Don't be afraid, just to let your hands relax a little bit here. The weight is going to open up the shoulders and then the strength pulls us forwards. So you can lengthen to your fingertips, lock your handles in with the thumb, and then stretch back. Good. So we squeeze in. Lift and open, open through the chest, open through the shoulders, and in. Good. All right, a little bit more, and we're going to move this one on. All right, from here, we're going to open the hands wide, come up, and then push down. So we're getting range of motion through the shoulders, making a nice big circle. Open out, palms face in, hands up, palms face down, push forwards. So open, stretch through your chest, come all the way around, and then press in. Good. So take some time. Remember, we move with control, and we feel the stretch. Open out, come up, press in. Good. We're nearly there. So open and stretch, come up, and then pull in. Beautiful. All right, 15 more seconds here, and we're going to move on again. So open, come up, and press in. Let the hands relax, feel a little bit more stretch as you come up. Lengthen up to your fingertips, and then pull forwards. All right, our next round is our chest fly. So open, pull the elbows back wide, and then squeeze in. Again, think about opening, stretching through the chest, elbows back nice and wide, and then push forwards. Your feet are still going. Open back, and then come in. So we're focusing here on the stretch across the chest, stretch, and then push forwards. So as you come back, I want you to let you feel the pinch between your shoulder blades, and then press in. So coming at pinch, stretch the chest, and push forwards. Good. So we're still getting the work for our muscles, but we're also focusing on stretching and lengthening tight areas of our body. All right, so stretch back and push forwards. Good. Pull back, and then pressing in. All right, a little bit more, and we're going to come back into those shoulders. So let's take the hands up. This time drop open wide and squeeze in. So lift up, let the arms come back as far as they can. Open out and squeeze in. Now I want you to do this move with control. Feel it, there's a big stretch here. Control on the way down, and then squeeze in. So it's not about speed, it's about focus, control, and feeling that move really start to open up through your shoulders. Coming up, coming open, and then squeezing in, so we work the muscles as well. Up, open, and then squeeze. Good. Take it out nice and wide, bring it in together. All right, 10 seconds left here, so really stretch up, stretch open through the chest, and then squeeze in. All right, one more round from here. Take it wide, push it in, and then take it up and open. Take the hands down, and then take those elbows wide. So push in, lift it up and open, push back down, and then elbows wide, high, and stretch through the chest. Push in, lift up and open, stretch through the shoulders, come back down. Good. Out nice and wide, so we get that little bit of work for the chest. We're working through the shoulders, but we're opening up the body. All right, open out. We've got about 25 seconds left, and we're going to move on. Good. You should be starting to feel nice and warm through your body, starting to feel nice and warm through your chest and your shoulders. Feel a bit of blood flow. Maybe feel a little bit tired, but start to feel some movement. So open out nice and wide, draw it back down, take it out, and then take it in. All right, guys, we're going to move on, and we're going to turn the bike. All right, guys, so we're now going to work mobility in the front of the body and the back of the body as well, and we're going to work into these shoulders. So let's start with a high and low. Palms face downwards, and we're just going to open out and draw into the center. So again, I want you to focus on that real big range of motion. We've got a lighter weight selected in this workout because we're focusing on the movement, the stretch, as well as working for those muscles. So push down, open through your chest, and then let the palms come into center. So it's okay to slow these moves down slightly, just to make sure we're getting that full range and that full motion. So we lift up and open, we draw into center. Lift up and open and come into the center. Good. So really try every time to bring your hands a little further back, feel a little bit more. Let's do one more and let's move this one on. So we're going to come into a nice wide row. Elbows come out nice and high and draw back into the center. So lift out as high and as wide as you can and back into the center. So really feel the pinch between your shoulder blades and try and move your elbows as far back, and then let your hands slide a little further forward. So we round through the back and then open wide and come forwards. So we're getting movement in the upper back and in and around the shoulders. So pull back, open wide, squeeze, and then push the hands forwards. And again, open wide and back, and then push forwards. Still moving with the legs, so we're still getting our cardio work in, but we focus getting the upper body moving. Good. Open back and draw it in. All right, one final time here. All right, let's take this now into the rotator press. So this is a really small move. Lift those elbows back, keep your wrists strong, and we're just going to rotate and draw it down. Now push back. Good. So we're moving through that rotation of the shoulder, keeping it strong. Now this is a really small muscle group that we're targeting. Our rotator cuffs, 4 little muscles that wrap around and protect your shoulder joint and also help you move and move strongly. So we want to keep this move controlled. It's just a little one. You're going to feel it burn because there are only little muscles that we're targeting with this weight. But I want you to also focus on that movement. Pull back, pull in. Good. And again. So open out and then pull back. Just give me one more. Open out and pull back. Good. Just give your shoulders a little roll. And we're going to move on to another minute. We're going to try and open through the shoulders and stretch them again in the high and low. So let's open out and draw back into center. So really focusing on getting that top hand as far back behind you as you can, and that bottom hand as far away from you as possible. So push down and open, come through the center. So as you do this, think about keeping your chest lifted. You need to lock your belly in so your body stays nice and still whilst you work that range all the way through. So big open and draw in. Big lift and in through the center. Good. So squeezing in, lift open and tall, and then draw the hands back in. All right, couple more seconds here. So really, each time, try and go that little bit further, that little bit longer as we start to get mobile. All right, give me one more, just on each side. So lift up and open. Beautiful, hands in front. We're gonna open through the chest, open into the back, and then gently release back. So open and squeeze, and then pull back in. Now this is a tough one as well as we work the back of the shoulder, but think about getting a big stretch open and then release gently back in. Squeeze between your shoulder blades and draw into center. So think range of motion. How far can you bring your hands back? So take your time, pull back as wide as you can, and then release in. Pull back nice and wide, stretch open and through. Good. Pull back, squeeze in. One more time. Pull back, squeeze in. All right. This one I want you just to lift yourself a little bit onto your sit bones. This is going to let you move more through your shoulders. Still keep your legs going, and you'll feel a little bit more work now for the front of your hip and your hip flexor, and for your upper back as you sit up nice and tall. All right, we're going to take this just into a wood chop. So we're going to pull the elbow back and draw it into the center. Pull the elbow back. So now we've got rotational movement in the upper body, working on mobilizing the upper section of the back and the spine, as well as targeting the muscles of the upper back and the shoulders. So we stay nice and fit, we stay strong, but we get movement and we get some more life back into these tight areas of our body. So pull back and draw in, and then pull back and draw in. Good. We're going to do about another 20 seconds here. So let your elbow lift wide and back, and then into the center. So you're going to let your head move as well, just looking towards your elbow, and then slowly to center. Good. One more each side. Back into center. Last one. And bring it in. All right. Releasing now from your cables. So gently release the handles. Slow the legs down, and we're going to bring ourselves off the bike. Okay, so we're going to come off the bike now to work a little bit more rotation through the midsection of our body and for our spine. What I'm going to get you to do is to take both cables in one hand. So take the plastic in one hand and then take the fabric of the other hand, giving you a nice comfortable grip. Wrap your other hand on top, drop your elbows down in towards your ribs and your shoulders down away from your ears. I'm going to get you to face straight in towards your cables and your knees slightly soft at the side of your bike. So from here we're going to work our wood chop lunge. All right, so from here we're going to rotate open and come in, and then we rotate to the other side. Now you keep your knees soft, and you're going to try and keep your hips facing in towards the weight stack, and rotate with your upper body. Pull with the handles and feel that twist coming from your rib cage. Now as we go, we can let the head turn just to follow the hands and feel the movement through the back. This is a great one for working your waist and for working your upper back. Good, so your knees stay soft. But try not to let the knees turn. We're just going to work through the upper body. Good, let's go for 2 more. And release your handles. Okay, now that we've got warmer using the Cardiogym, we've helped push the heart rate up slightly so the muscles are warmer, and we've moved through that range of motion. We're now just going to have a nice stretch off, looking at some dynamic stretches, again focusing on the mobility and the movement through the body. So just stand next to your Cardiogym with your knees slightly soft and your chest lifted. All I'm going to get you to do is to turn your thumbs back and open, breathe in, and then exhale and relax. Inhale and open, stretch out through the chest, and then just relax down. So we let the chest expand, we pull the thumbs back, and then we're just going to push the palms down. So inhale and open, stretch back, and then push, turn your palms and push back now behind you. So we open, palms up, thumbs back, and then exhale, push your palms back. All right, take your hands a little higher this time, reach up and back, and then push your palms back down. So lift up and then push back. All right, take your palms together and come straight up overhead. Lift up so you stretch through your rib cage, push up towards the roof, and then make a nice big circle with the arms. Give them one little circle at the bottom, and do that again. Push the palms straight up overhead. Lift and grow taller, and then open out nice and wide. Give them a big stretch, and then a roll, just to release. One more. So big push, lift up, growing taller, stretch up, and then open out nice and wide, and then at the bottom, give your shoulders a great big roll. Good. From here, take your hands out, turn your palms up, and circle them out and in, just moving through your wrists. Good. So pull the fingers back and then pull them in the way. So if I take my hands wide, we just want to think about opening out and then trying to touch the inside of your wrist. So you pull back through the fingers and touch in. So just stretching out through the arms, through your wrists, and getting some mobility. Give them a circle and a circle. Give the arms a big roll and give them a little shake out. All right, we're going to mobilize through the hips and we're going to come down and stretch our legs. Okay, so now we're just going to mobilize and stretch out a little bit through our hips, through our glutes, and through our quads. So now you can just use your Cardiogym for a bit of support. And all I'm going to get you to do is just draw one knee up, open it out to the side, and bring it down. So you're going to make a nice big circle with the knee. So bring up straight in front, open out to the side, and come down. Good, and then try and make this into a nice big circle. So you're getting movement through your hip, mobilizing your hip joint. This is called outward rotation. So it's quite normal that when you do this, you may feel a few cracks and crunches as your hip moves around. It's perfectly normal. Just take it nice and easy as we work through. All right, then all we're going to do is take it to the other side. So the knee comes up, we open out, and we place down. Remember, you can use your Cardiogym to help you balance here, keeping your chest lifted. Focus on that movement, open out and come down. So the knee forwards and then your knee out to the side and circle down. And then try and make it nice and smooth as you work through your hips. Good, just give me one more. And release down. All right, we're gonna take that to the ankle. So just tap your toe down. Your body's gonna stay lifted. And imagine you're gonna draw a circle with your ankle. A nice big range of motion. Let your knee and your hip are going to move as well as you do this, and that's fine. Just focus on the work from the ankle going one way, and then we try and roll that ankle around the other way. Good, so just gently lift it onto your toes, and you'll feel your foot's going to move, your knee and hip want to move, but the movement leads from our ankle. All right, let's try the other side. So just gently place the toes down and then imagine making a big circle with just one ankle. Nice big range, good. Let's say everything else is going to want to move. The Cardiogym is there to help you balance and we want to stay nice and tall. And then the other side, so going in the opposite direction, nice big range of motion. Let the ankle move, your toes are going to move, your foot's going to move. Remember, this is about getting movement now into the body and about getting us mobile. All right, from here, step your feet out just that little bit wider and then turn your knees and your toes out. And all I'm going to get you to do is just to sit back down and come up. So it's just a little baby squat. Turning your knees and your toes out. So we're just mobilizing through our hips and through our knees as well. All right, take the knees down and then placing the hands down for a bit of support. You can actually use your hands, just a little push back, just a little stretch now for your inner thighs. If you're feeling quite flexible, you can drop down lower. You may even want to take your elbows down. It's all about wherever's going to be good for you. Good, and then gently bring it back up. Walk your feet carefully in. Give your legs a little shake out. Great. Bring your heels down just underneath your hips, toes forwards, and all I'm going to get you to do is just a little circle with your hips one way. So the knees can be slightly soft. Don't worry about the upper body, let your arms relax. And then just a little circle with your hips in the other direction. Sometimes you've got to think about one side more than the other. Good, one more nice big circle. And then bring yourself back into standing, and well done. That was your mobility workout on the Cardiogym, where we focus on range of movement, we focus on getting the body mobile, getting movement into our joints, as well as strength and cardio training. Good job.